reflect on my memories. Like the time when I was grinding, trying to get a key. Or the times when I was shining with my nigga Heat. They say pressure make diamonds, well I'm bleeding.
First, the inmates who are locked up in South Carolina prisons are more dangerous. A majority of those locked up in prison right now were convicted of a violent crime. Plus, the men and women who work to keep those inmates in line, the corrections officers, are doing more with less because there just aren't enough people willing to do this dangerous job for a paycheck that's smaller than the average Walmart employee. They are unarmed and often alone. 96 men and women in charge of nearly 1,000 of the state's most dangerous offenders. Leon Smith, just retired after 18 years in South Carolina corrections, was willing to say on camera what more than a dozen current and former officers told us in private. Is it safe to work at Perry right now?
No, it's not safe.
Simmons spent the last 4 years at Perry Correctional, a level 3 South Carolina prison. That means maximum security. According to state records, guards there were assaulted by an inmate 35 times last year. In some cases, officers were stabbed or badly beaten. Statewide, inmates assaulted a guard 421 times in 2015. That's 8 times a week. A 17% increase from the previous year. And they aren't all random attacks. Instead, sources inside Perry, including one current inmate, told us attacks like the one that shut down a Perry dormitory this April are targeted at specific officers, those who appear on an inmate hit list. So they exist. A hit list exists.
They do exist.
You believe the thing that happened a couple of weeks ago was targeting a specific employee?
Yes.
They were trying to hurt a specific corrections officer.
Very seriously hurt, possibly even get rid of that employee permanently.
Kill?
Yes.
Corrections has always been a dangerous job, but officers tell us critical staffing shortages have made it more dangerous. If an officer's on an inmate hit list, there might not be anyone to watch their back, and the average inmate has gotten more.
Man, break it down for us. Tell them who you is, where you from, what you got going on, man.
Man, goddamn, Mr. Big BK, man, goddamn, Greenwood, South Carolina, shit, goddamn, you already know, man, like, shit, this shit crazy down this bitch, cause it's like, bro, like, it's like with the violent charge shit, like I was telling you, like with the violent charges and shit, like that 85% shit, that shit fucked up down here in South Carolina, bro. Like this the only, it's like a slave state. Like it's like basically like it's so many people that's locked up to the point where they can't even weed that shit out. They even bring more people in to get people out of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like even more or less on some shit like goddamn. Like I was telling you, like on the weekends, like back in the day, like you used to be able to come out, you know what I'm saying, hit the rock, be like Rick, like that. It ain't none of that. You don't even come out on the weekend. They feeding you 2 times on the weekend down this bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Virginia, they feed you cold lunch, they feed you a bag lunch and hot lunch in the morning.
Man, they ain't really too much feed ass shit down there. Just some carrots and some beans.
Oh yeah, you in the country for real.
Yeah, but like more or less, like man, this shit fucked up, bro. Like for real, like, and don't fuck around and get no, you know what I'm saying, staff or no motherfucking corona or some shit like that. Motherfucker been dying like a motherfucker down this bitch off that corona shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit was big up here too.
And motherfucking and don't think that the police can help you by any means in this bitch, cause them bitches don't even be around. You know what I'm saying? Like
we're straight struggling that bitch. So tell me what's going on down there by you being in South Carolina, cause I know in North Carolina the gangs was big. Like the gangs have it down there.
I mean, like it is, they round and shit, but it ain't like how, you know what I'm saying, most people will really think, like, you know what I'm saying? But they, yeah, it's everything around this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. See, I remember you were telling me when we first started talking or whatever. You was telling me, bro, you know, you got 25 years, you got 85% or whatever.
Okay.
So like, and then when I had told you my homeboy situation, you was like, God damn, I ain't even do half that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you want to get into it and speak on your case or whatever, how much time you doing? 25 years, boy, you go ahead, go in.
Yeah, cause it's crazy because it's like, boom, okay, they gave me 25 years. This was back in like 2009. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it was for armed robbery, pistol charge, and attempted armed robbery. You know what I'm saying? But see, it's down here. It's really supposed to be like it ain't no attempted armed robbery. It's either you rob them or you didn't rob them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But they'll hit you with the charge for attempted armed robbery. That's just a goddamn be able to hold you some more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's common sense. Like it's either he robbed them or he didn't rob them. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, see, North Carolina got something like that. North Carolina got something like that.
So it was more or less on some shit like so people had got robbed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So people got robbed or whatever, and they didn't say I robbed them. You know what I'm saying? None of the victims said that I robbed them. It was more or less the people who they talked that night, and they indicated me in their statements saying like, oh yeah, he made me get in the gang, he made me do this, he made me do that. So basically I got convicted off like hearsay. You know what I'm saying? Nobody got down, pointed me out and said, yeah, this man robbed me, or this man had a pistol, or this man, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I got convicted off hearsay. That's why I said I ain't even did half of the shit that my man did to get 25 years. You know what I'm saying? Because I know niggas who got like bodies, you know what I'm saying, and got 25 and 30 and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And my little shit, that little armed robbery shit ain't nowhere in the fuck, but they gonna stretch it out like that. It's like a 0 to 20, I think it's like a 0 to 25 max on that shit, you feel what I'm saying? It might be fucking something totally different than that. But yeah, though, so that's why I said that. People like, well, that's the part that you said it about him, and I'm sitting 25 years and they ain't got shit for the armed robbery charge. You feel me?
So they railroading niggas down there too.
Man, they punishing you. You know what I'm saying? But what's going on is they just goddamn they convicting you of whatever you got down, whatever it could be hearsay, whatever. They convicting you, just giving you time, putting you in prison. You feel what I'm saying? They just putting you in prison. They ain't even trying to rehabilitate nobody. They ain't giving you no classes or nothing that you can goddamn like get a trade off of or like, you know, some people they being able to take college courses and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing none of that. Like, there ain't nothing going on. Like, they locking you up, giving you 30, 40, 50 years, you know what I'm saying? Already uneducated towards the law already. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's already it's a lose-lose.
It's a lose-lose because you can't win, and then once they give you that time, it's hard for you to get back in court and get that time back. So they just pack you in they stacking us up in the warehouse. They warehousing convicts. That's what they doing. Now, in South Carolina, I know when I was in the penitentiary in North Carolina, I know they made us like you had to go to school or you had to get a job. Like the word job was like going to work in on a road camp. You had to dig ditches and swing the bush hack and stuff like that. So did they make y'all work out there in South Carolina, or is it optional work, or how that work out?
That's the thing. They used to have like the chain gang. That's basically what they call it down here. Like it was the chain gang. They used to work on the side of the road, pick up trash and all that. They don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? But they got like, look, they got jobs. Basically what they doing in South Carolina, I'm gonna tell you what they doing in South Carolina. See, the prison is being ran by the inmates. You get what I'm saying? Like it ain't the police. It ain't the police doing it. The police got the inmates running the prison, like far as the cooking, far as the passing the trays, far as the cutting the grass, far as whatever, painting, whatever you can think of. The police got the inmates doing it down here. You know what I'm saying? So you're not getting paid for shit. You're not getting paid nothing at all. So basically, it's like a slave camp or slave plantation. It's like a slave plantation. But it's more or less like the warden is the slave keeper.
Yeah, the warden is the slave master. He's the head household. He's the slave master.
Boom. boom, you got the warden as the slave master, and you got his servants, his the servant people, which is the damn officers. Yeah, the officers, they got them, then they getting the certain inmates, which would be the house niggas, you know what I'm saying, or the whatever you want to call them, and they call them ward keepers. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so what type privileges they get? Like, what type of privileges they get? Because I know when I was in the penitentiary, we looked at those type niggas as like, you know, like they was too close to the people or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? They might be giving them information and stuff like that. So, you know, like the guards, the COs, the counselors, they look out for the head house niggas. Like, you know, the head house niggas, they have privileges. They might get this. They might eat street food. They might, so is they get any privileges from this, or they just doing it to do it?
Now they got big privilege. They got down, you know, they being able to goddamn move around more. You know what I'm saying? They being able to, you know what I'm saying, being these people's face, so they being able to goddamn come out more. You know what I'm saying? They being able to do what they want to do type deal. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't that, and you ain't with that, then you gonna get drugged like me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see. So if you ain't with the program, basically it's like the old school slave mentality. If you ain't with the program, okay, you a field nigga. They throw you out into the wolves. They put you in the worst section of the prison.
Boom. That's what I'm.
We gonna put you in a unit where we keep you locked down there.
Boom. That's what I'm going through. Been straight for years. You know what I'm saying? Been getting no trouble, no none of that. You know what I'm saying? Been on work the way to a better little environment for us, the dorms and shit like that, and just the way I look, my nigga. Just the way I look, just the way I talk, just the way I, you know what I'm saying, conversate with people. They'll go ahead and boot me and, you know what I'm saying, send me back with the high apples and be in the high apple dorm just because the way I look. You know what I'm saying? Just because I won't tell you nothing. Just because I ain't going for nothing. You know what I'm saying?